Okay, ready, go. Okay, ready, go. So this is the frontal view here. Let's see what we can get from this here. As the backswing starts, your body is almost well balanced, or balanced too much.
Oh, okay.
So during the backswing, you have to put more weight on the right side.
Okay.
And then in the downswing on the left. But you're going more down here by squatting, and then try to bring the club up here. So on the way down, what you do is just from here, just a turn.
Oh, okay.
So during the backswing, you need to shift the weight to the right side, and then use the right leg as a foundation.
Okay.
And in the downswing, shift it to the left, and then use the left leg as your foundation.
Okay.
So currently what happens is we have two legs connected to the pelvis here, but you're basically turning like this here. So both are moving similarly. But in the backswing, shift it to the right side and use the right leg as the foundation. Then basically the pelvis turns about the right hip here. And on the way down, shift it this way here in the turn, that this serves as the center of rotation. So you need to use the legs more. Okay? And then, so instead of going down slightly here, bending the knees, actually you have to stand tall on the right side. So let's practice that. Keep your hands here. Shift it to the right, and then turn. You don't have to go that far. So in the static motion, basically your right hip will be on the right foot here, about this much. But when you have actual dynamic motion, it will go a bit less, because you have to bring it back quickly. But shift to the right, and then have good turn here. On the way down, shift first here, and then turn about the left hip. Okay, that's what we'll practice today. And then the backswing is too slow, as if you are meditating.
Okay. Okay.
And your right elbow is way behind here. So because of that, your club head is going more inward. So instead of going this way here along the swing plane, your club head is going inward quite a bit.
Okay.
That gives you a flat initial backswing here. And then what happens is from this flat one, you're basically bringing the club over your shoulder here, and then swing here. So downswing plane is okay, but the backswing plane is severely inward. And then you're simply just bringing up over your shoulder. Then what happens is your body is not ready. It's really important to ready your body for the downswing. But because the backswing is going this way, and then you're simply bringing the club over your shoulder, your body is not ready. Then you try to put a lot of effort in the downswing.
Yeah.
But again, you're not using the body fully, because your body is not ready. As if you have a spring here, pull, and then tension will be built up, right? And then let it go, boom. But you don't have that component. Just come here and then try to hit in the downswing. Now the down the line view here. So as you can see, at the beginning of the backswing, your club head is going almost like a sweeping the ground. It's really flat here, going this way. And then you're lifting it up, back here. So go here and then try to just bring it up here. So you're using your arms to lift the club up here, instead of using the momentum of the club. So it's important to speed up the backswing, using the momentum of the club, and then let it go around your body, instead of lifting it up here. then generally your body is not ready, so you have to put a lot of effort in the downswing, try to hit hard. So here, the right arm is too far behind here. And then on the way down, what happens is your elbow is stuck here. Because from the beginning, your elbow is here. And then on the way down here, this happens. Instead of letting the elbow go in front of your body.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
So when this happens, your body is turning away, and then this is following it. In order to make room here, your body has to slide this way. Instead of swinging. So from the squat position now, you're kind of standing in the downswing.
Mm-hmm.
So what we need to do is we need to reshape the backswing. Okay? Because the backswing is not just to bring the club up here. The purpose of the backswing is not just to bring the club up here, but you have to actually prepare your body for the downswing. Then when you have faster backswing, and then connect it to the downswing, then your muscles are actually working more efficiently. You can generate a lot more force. And then we also have a physical benefit as well. So you can start downswing with a really good initial condition. Imagine at a traffic light, one car is standing there because it's red. There's another car approaching. And as the car approaches to the crossing, the light turns to a green. That this car, instead of stopping, you keep going. But this guy has to start from there. Then, although this guy is moving slowly, but still, this will be way ahead of this car here. Yeah. Instead of starting from the standing position here, you're already moving, the same thing. So at the beginning, the initial condition is really important. So if you use a faster backswing and then use your body well, then at the beginning of the downswing, already you have large force acting on your body. Also large torque, which causes rotational motion. So you are starting with the really good initial conditions. Imagine you're born in a wealthy family. In our culture, it's called you're born with golden spoon. Yeah. But then, if your parents are really, they don't have that much money and so on, then you are born with a wooden spoon. So the initial condition is really important. So in order to have good initial condition for the downswing, you have to use the backswing for that. Okay, so we'll work on speeding up a backswing. And so let's start with the rope swing first. This rope is a 3/4 inch double braid nylon rope. This is a bit shorter than I typically use, but so this is flexible here. That means it's very different from your club. So in this way, you cannot really manipulate it with your wrist because it's flexible. So you have to guide it correctly. So swing around your body here. Give enough speed. Now with your club, you have the image of lifting this up and then bringing it down. But instead, develop the image of letting it go around your body here instead of lifting it up. So go flat and then lifting to this position versus let it go around your body. So in order to let it go around your body, you have to give enough speed, right? So when it has enough speed here, it will automatically go around your body. So all you need to do is just to give enough speed here. You don't need to manipulate it here. So again. You hear this whipping sound. So it doesn't have to be jerky motion. It should be still continuous motion, but give enough speed so the rope goes around your body. No detour here. Currently you have a detour. Go flat here and then try to lift it up. So going this way first and then going up. Instead, directly go to the target position. So let it go fast enough, using the momentum, let it go around your body. So let's see how well you can do this. So give an initial big stroke and then start from there. all the way, yeah. Swing. They give enough speed. Yeah. So again, the image is letting it go around your body instead of lifting this up. And then this is good, this is good. And then in the backswing, give a bit more speed so that the rope actually goes around your body here. Instead of slowing down here and then hitting your back, let it go all the way around here. So for that, you have to let it go all the way. Yes. So now what's happening is you are letting the rope go around your body. And then even if your elbow is at the same position here, you're not coming down this way, but rather turning this way. So the elbow is going in front of your body. This is what you need to remember. So the reason why we are using the rope is that because it's flexible, so you have to move it correctly. You cannot manipulate it, right? So once you develop a good pattern, then you can use that pattern with the club. So is it a bit too long?
I think it's okay. Yeah.
So just give a bit more speed both ways. Then it will just the end will be alive. It will go around your body. Okay? But if it's slow, then it will die out. It will fall. Yeah. Very good. So you can do that. And why do you do this? I think it's because of somehow you got into that pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think this is perfect timing for sort of reprogramming your pattern. So again, the idea is give enough speed. When it has enough speed, then you go around your body instead of introducing any motion in. So here, the swing plane is connecting the ball to midsection of your trunk here. That's the typical swing plane here. Then let the rope go around along that plane. Never go below and try to lift it up. Because when you do that, then you're introducing motion perpendicular to the swing plane. So if you want to make the swing really simple, then along the swing plane, make it move fast, right? And then change the direction and then throw this way. All you need is let it go and then change the direction. So make it speed enough and then just to change the direction here. But if you start introducing motion perpendicular to the swing plane, that the swing motion becomes really complex. Then you need to have compensation for that, right? So normally when people go here and they bring it up, they will develop crossover swing. But in your case, you go here because you are keeping the head more toward the target. So the club head direction is okay at the top here. But although the right arm is far behind your body. So from there, if you come down, you have a stuck elbow problem. But if you go around and then let the elbow go in front of your body, then this is not too bad. So basically develop swing motion more or less along the swing plane instead of introducing perpendicular motion. When this happens, the swing becomes really complex and you have to do different things to compensate. So you need additional motions to cancel it out, either turning the body too much or something. But continue this. Just give enough speed and let it go around your body. Yeah, very good. So the rope swing has two purposes. One is developing consistent swing plane. So this is done already. The second purpose is wait until the rope goes around your body here, and then it stops here, instead of rushing down. So let it go, and then wait until this comes completely here, and then start throwing it. Instead of, as it's going here, you try to come down. So give a bit more time at the top. Yes, very good. Now let's try something different here. So put your arms in front of your chest here. So in order to have a bit more time at the top here, one thing that has to happen is, so as you going the backswing, you will shift first and then turn your body here, right? And as you turn the shoulder continuously, and you're already introducing slight recentering motion here. So shift away and then recenter here. This recentering motion is happening during the backswing. So go here and then you're going this way. So before you turn this way, instead of just to go and then turn here, go here. As you are turning this way, you are introducing this slight shift motion that way, and then throw. So you have an overlapping of this turn motion and the this is shift motion. So again, so initially you have a regional shift here and then coming back here, and then turn here. Then automatically you're turning on your left leg.
Okay.
So the purpose of the recentering motion is to prepare for the downswing around your left leg. So shift here and let it go. It's called the Shurn rhythm, shift turn rhythm. Although the goal is to turn and then generate good amount of speed using the turn motion, but before the turn you must have a shift to that direction first. But it's not this motion here. This is called the sway. If the top moves a lot, then it's called the sway. If the pelvis goes like this, it's pelvis slide. So shifted motion means your intentional, okay, intentional motion of the whole upper body laterally, like this. It's under your control. So shift first and then turn and then shift and then turn and shift and turn and shift and turn, shift and turn. So both ways, we have shift first and then turn. So it's called the Shurn rhythm. And then the Shurn rhythm is overlapped because as you turn this way, you already start shifting this way. So it's a overlapped Shurn cycle essentially. So again, I said you need to take more time here at the end of the backswing. Not just the standing there, but rather using the recentering motion here. So you are using that time really well to prepare for the downswing. So again, so shift and then turn, and then this way and then let it go. So shift, turn, and let it go. So that way, when you recenter here, you cannot rush down, right? So you have naturally have more time here. So let's implement that in your rope swing. So on the way down, instead of just turning back here, go here, slide, shift to the target, and then throw. And keep swinging both ways. So the backswing should be fast enough. When the backswing is fast, you don't have to worry about this because you'll automatically go here. So throw and then recenter. And then let it go. Yes. Yeah. So then in the downswing, the speed is really coming from the left leg action. If you kick the ground really well, so you have this recentering motion here, then now the left knee is slightly bent, so it's good condition for pushing the ground hard. With that, throw the rope. Then the extra speed is coming from the left leg action. So again, swing back and forth. One thing. So now the overall the shoulder turn is good, but at the end of the backswing, you need to push the ground with the right leg here. So instead of coming down here, push, that push will give you this recentering motion. So in order to recenter to this direction, good push with the right leg, push and then naturally, as if you are dropping your body slightly this way. So push and then come back this way here. So no need to intentionally slide. So in the backswing here, first you shift here, push the ground with the leg. Yeah, by extending the knee. With there you're turning here. No, when you turn, you have to push. Push and extend your knee. Extend your knee. Stand tall like this. Instead of keeping it flexed. Yes. That push, that right leg push will bring the body up first. Because you are pushing down and outward here, so you are pushing that way. So it will move your body up and also slightly this way. So good push, and then naturally you have this eccentric motion. Okay, so use the right leg actively. And then when you push, instead of moving the right hip backward here, bring it upward. So push and then really stand on the right side. Stand on the right side. Tap with the left. No, with the toe. You still have a lot of weight on this side. That's why, you have to really put the weight on the right side. So here. Yeah. So now you feel you are putting a lot of weight on the right side. That should happen in the backswing. So here, the backswing, push, stand on this side. With that push, you are slightly moving back. Okay, let's continue. In the backswing, you are collapsing and then going backward. The right hip is down and the back. Again, kick up. Let's do this. Are you a good dancer?
No.
Then what are you going to do in your prom later?
I don't know.
You have to practice dancing. So let's dance with me. This dance is really easy. So all you need to have is just the feel of throwing the arms out here, reaching out. Instead of trying to turn this here, just try to reach out more to the right. Yeah, as if there's a switch here. You are touching the switch. Okay, that posture is really good. The same thing this side. So let's dance with me. Match to my tempo. We'll just go back and forth here. So this side first. You were this side.
Oh, this
Yeah. And then throw here. Then throw. As we do this, you have the feel of pushing the ground. Instead of collapsing here, push the ground. Yeah, push. So, throw the arms. Really throw the arms. Throw this way. Still on the right side, you are keeping the knee flexed here. Now, so again, let's imagine that the switch is here and here. In order to then touch the switch, you have to first push the body up and then touch. Push the body up and touch. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Yeah. And then as you do, left side, you're pushing the ground a lot better. On the right side, you tend to go this way. Also, and also in the right side. So because you have really flat backswing, that means usually your hip is moving backward.
Okay.
So you are used to that pattern here, but change it. So instead of going backward, more bringing the hip up. Push. Have good push both ways. And then left, right. Yes. So in order to have good push, you have to shift it enough.
Okay.
That's the key. If you shift enough, then you must use the right leg to support your body. If you shift enough, your left will be at the foundation, right? So again, from here, so left, right. Throw the arms by turning the shoulders. Throw the arms. You turn the shoulder by kicking. So let me record what you're doing from here, and then you will see exactly what you're doing. So when I say go and then keep swinging both ways, imagine we have two switches diagonally up here. You have to reach out and touch both ways. Okay, ready, go. Okay, so see what you're doing here. So left side is okay, your leg is fairly straight. Right side, still you have angle here. Because in the backswing you keep flexing your right knee.
Yes.
So try to push more actively and then extend your, yes. So if you push the ground good with the right leg, push. And then the advantage of doing that is when you have good push, so from here, push, and then, oh no, the pelvis is sliding too much here. So the right hip should be on the right foot. And then push, then naturally that push will give you a slight recentering motion here. So currently your pelvis is going too much here.
Okay.
Instead, so really try to put the body on the right side here. So if I push you down, your right leg supports your body. This will serve as your foundation. So you have to really go shift it to the right and then stand on the right side here, okay? Because this is your foundation, like this. But do not shift the pelvis too much this way.
Okay.
So you have to really good support. Support like this. Almost no weight on this side. Push. Yeah. So again, swing back and forth. Swing the arms and touch the switch. Kick up. Bring the hip up. Up. Right hip. And then left, right, left. Throw the arms, have the feel of throwing the arms. Yeah, so you need to activate the backswing a lot. Still, your right knee is not extending enough, but this is something you have to continuously practice. So let's go back to the rope swing. Again, swing back and forth actively. And then all the way down, when you swing hard, it's not coming from arm action here, but rather go here and then shifting the body toward the target. So with this, as if there's a wall here, you're bumping into the wall first and then turn around the left hip here. So the shift and then turn is really important in the downswing. And then as you start the downswing, you're still shifting this way. So your back is toward the target. Start from this position and then turn here. So give a good swing with the active left leg action. So continuously. And have good gaze control. The gaze is toward the T there. The backswing plane is flat. So, because your right side is still collapsing here, you are not bringing this high up. So now let's do this. Try to intentionally throw the rope more leftward. So I will say the left side, on the left side of target, you have to swing the rope this way. In order to swing this way, you have to adjust the backswing plane. So let's see. It's going this way, this way. Oh, this way. swing this way, you have to throw your hands and rope this way. But in order to do that, you have to bring your hands a bit higher this way instead of going flat this way. If your backswing is flat, it's hard to change the direction. So you have to adjust the backswing. And then your goal is to throw your hands and rope this way. Better? Again, continue. Slightly, So, and also one thing. When you start the downswing, if the hands go down too much, you have a stuck elbow problem. And also the swing plane goes like this. Instead, keep the swing plane more this way. So make it a bit flatter on this side, and then stiffer on that side. So your hand has to come down toward the target here instead of dropping it. Let it go this way so that you can turn around better. Yeah, so guide the hands and rope toward me. You should be able to control this the way you want. You should be able to change the direction you throw. That's better. In the backswing, bring the hands higher. Yeah, so what should actually happen is, this is a swing plane, but in the backswing, as you start the backswing here, your elbow should stay on the swing plane. So your elbow should not go below that. So as you start the backswing, turning this way, you have to go this position. Elbow stays on the swing plane. Then you will go to this position instead of going back here. Because your elbow is too low, that's why you always tend to bring it backward here. You have to go more this way. So for that, the shoulder has to go more this way instead of going flat in, more this way. And then with that, if you fold the right arm, you will go to this position here. Yes? Feel this motion here. So from the initial position directly to this position instead of going flat and then try to lift. Straight to this, no detour. On the way down, the same thing. From here, just move it toward the target instead of dropping it here. So the right elbow hits the body and then try to go. Okay? So if you know where the target is, then right elbow goes here and then come back, and then come back instead of bringing this in and then try to lift this way. So let it go more away from your body. So that can be controlled by the left arm. So the position can be controlled by the left arm. So let's go to the backswing here. If the left arm is pointing more laterally first here, okay, this way here, and then keep going this way, and you will end up here. But if the left arm comes this way, it's pointing inward here, then this elbow will go back. So by using the left arm, guide the direction you are going in the backswing here. Point the left arm more laterally here. So if you go that way, and then flex your elbow, and then bring it up here, you will be here. From here, as you swing, now, using the right arm, you have to point the right arm laterally, like this. So in the backswing, use the left arm to guide the direction. And then on the way down, use the right arm and then point. In the backswing, so use the left arm to point more laterally, that way. Not backward, but more that way, yeah. And on the way down, you have to fight the urge. On the way down, in the downswing, you have to fight the urge to bring this down and then try to do this. Instead, from here, one action, just directly toward the ball. Then your elbow will go in front of your body. So again now, so pay attention to the right elbow position during the backswing. It should not go below the swing plane. That's better, that's better, that's better. And make it fast enough. Throw. That started the low here. So always start from this side Initially throw a good stroke here, and then start. And using the speed here, just let the rope go. Keep swinging, keep swinging. And as you're swinging the rope and try to adjust the direction this way, that means you have to adjust the backswing direction. So you need to feel in which direction you are throwing the rope. That's better, yes. Yes, a bit more this way. Yes. A bit more. A bit more. The backswing is still too flat. Mm-hmm. And then there's no reason to swing that hard, but rather continuous swing. This whole motion is just one motion, one continuous motion. Swing, swing. So here. Swing, swing, continuous motion, swing, swing. So if your body leans this way, naturally you will go flat. Your body has to go this way. So bring the shoulder higher. And so by changing the way you move your body slightly, you have to adjust the swing plane here, then this will automatically change. So again, your goal is to swing the rope toward me. Still this way, so bring this way, bring this way. Keep swinging, keep swinging, using the continuous motion and adjust the pad. Continuous motion, yes, that was good. More, that was good. Good, more. More. Now the swing is more continuous. So instead of trying to put a lot of effort in the downswing only, actually you have to have good backswing. Ooh, let it go. Ooh, let it go. So connect the backswing to downswing better. So it's a one continuous motion. You don't have to swing that hard, but you have to give a reasonable speed to the rope so that you can continue the motion. Again, continuous motion, and then with that, adjust the direction. Good. Yeah, still the swing plane is slightly outward, but I think this is a lot better than before. So what I'll do is I will record this. Okay. And then make sure, although I'm staying here, but try to aim this side here. Okay, ready, go. One more, swing, good. Yeah, so now you will see that your swing plane is a lot more consistent. One more, swing, good. Because the backswing speed is good here, so there's no surprise. Using the momentum, you are letting it go. But still you have a bit flat backswing because your right knee is not extended. But this is something you have to practice a lot. Okay? But now, more turning around instead of lifting. So let's go to your initial swing. Oh. Ooh, this is your initial swing. So you have to do the same thing with the club. In the backswing, you have the feel of throwing the club around your body instead of intentionally manipulating the lifting. You know? Okay, the next one is orange whip, and then let's have a short break here. When you have a slow backswing, then a lot of things can happen. But when you have a faster backswing, then you will be able to simplify the motion. Now, the orange whip is a bit different from the rope. This is still reasonably flexible, but it's heavier and then less flexible, right? Swing the orange whip back and forth as if you are swinging the rope. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so because it's heavier, it's easier to feel the motion of the end of the rope, right? Oh, very good, very good. Your swing is becoming a lot simpler now. Yep. Swing, 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 swing. Just let it go. Don't fight. Swing, swing. Yeah. Now your swing motion is a lot simpler. Swing. Just let it go, don't fight. Swing, swing. Just letting it go and then turning. And then the exercise is also pretty good. So this is the idea, having the image of letting it go around your body instead of lift it up and then try to pull it down. Yeah. That's a big change here. You wouldn't have to work on this anymore. So while you are swinging the orange whip or your club, always in the imagery, think that you are swinging a rope. That will give you good timing. And also enough speed will give you a large enough backswing here.